Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I mean, whatever the time is. Thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome again to Waypoints Aviation. We're back in our A320 simulator, and today I am going to teach you a fun one. Today I want to tackle the situation of getting yourself raw data ILS. Raw data would mean that you are trying to fly without the aids of the flight directors, because as we know, the flight directors, they just paint a cross in front of you, or if you're in the track FPA mode, it's going to give you that kind of a flight director, which you just match the bird to. And then you basically arm the approach, and then once the localizer starts to come in, you can just follow the flight director, and it's going to guide you point for point where you have to position the nose of the airplane to intercept the ILS. But if you're a new pilot getting your A320 type rating, or even if you apply to an airline, what they're going to do is they're going to get you to do an ILS approach. So a raw data ILS approach, which means you're going to have to scan your instruments and fly the aircraft, intercept the localizer and the glide slope accurately to make sure that you do a safe approach towards minimums and then onwards towards the landing. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. First and foremost, it's overcast right now, so the minimum, the bottom of the clouds, the base of the clouds is right just above the minimum. So I'm not going to be able to cheat and visually see the runway until I follow the localizer and glide slope accurately down to the runway. So that's a test for me. Pray for me. And in preparation for this, we've already programmed in our flight plan, which is coming to Dubai, ILS 30 left. Okay, we've got the ILS on. We've got the information for the ILS down there. There's your localizer, glide slope somewhere up there. We're at 2,000 feet, and this is the track going towards the airport. So the first thing you want to do is analyze your instruments, okay? So first thing I would see is there's the airport, and this is my track, all right? This is the track I have to join to get to position myself on that approach, and this is where I'm going right now. I'm currently heading a track of 345 degrees, and I'm about 4.8 miles away from this track. So what I want to do is I'm going to be flying the bird. Now, if you do not know how to fly the bird, we call it the bird. It's a flight path vector. You can turn it on using the track FPA buttons. If you push this, and if it's in heading and VS, you get a standard cross. But if you push it again, you then get the bird. So it's track mode, and track is basically your heading factored for wind. So flying the bird is such a wonderful thing. Knowing how to fly the bird is such a wonderful thing because it gives you so much accuracy. And I promise you, if you get used to flying the bird, you'll always want to fly that, because it really helps you get a level of accuracy even in non-precision approaches. So what we're going to do is we're going to analyze. So first, the runway is there. That's the track I want to come to. Turn left. The inbound course is 299 degrees. Okay, so I'm just going to keep flying, and then as soon as the localizer is alive, I'm going to turn the aircraft, bank the aircraft to the left to intercept 299 degrees, and the goal is to line up the localizer right here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And then once the glide slope starts to come in, which will be around the final approach fix, which is modus, then we're going to have to do a descent based off the glide slope. So you could just follow it directly, but then we can get some clues. Our approach speed for this is going to be about 138. So if you come to the charts, you look at the chart, it gives you this section right over here at the bottom left of the chart. I'm referring to a Jefferson plate. So it says if your speed is going to be 140, you need to be about 743 is going to be the vertical speed that you need. So generally, once the glide slope comes into the middle, if I just maintain a vertical speed between 700 to 800 feet a minute, I should be good to go. I should maintain the glide slope while also maintaining the localizer. So we're going to put that into practice today, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Obviously the autopilot is on. I'm going to disconnect the autopilot and I'm going to hand fly this all the way down. All right, so let's get right into it.
A few moments later.
All right, here we go. Autopilot's coming off. Okay, autopilot is disconnected and I am hand flying the aircraft. So now we're getting to just 1.1 miles away from our track. So since we're so close to it, I'm gonna go ahead and set 299er, which is the runway track, and it's confirmed right over there. And as soon as that localizer comes alive, I'm gonna start turning to intercept it. So for now, I'm just going to hand fly the aircraft, make sure, okay, localizer is alive. Simply bank the aircraft 20 degrees. We're turning to the left. 20 degrees is more than enough. Make sure you don't climb, maintain altitude, small corrections on the side stick. Now you see the track is coming in with the blue needle. So what I want to do now is I'm going to level out at the track, wings level at the track. Now I'm going to analyze the situation. Looking at this, I'm on my track, but the localizer is telling me that my runway is physically to the left. So all I have to do is now bank the aircraft very gently to the left, about a bird's distance away from the localizer. Yeah, about that much, like the entire width of the bird, and then level the wings. Now since I'm to the left of the track, that's gonna pull the localizer back in. I'm waiting for the localizer. The moment the localizer comes back, I'm just gonna start a gentle bank, about 10 degrees, almost 10 degrees, and I'm gonna put the tail of the bird back on the track. Now I have lost a little bit of altitude, but I'm okay. And here we go. So now the localizer is in the middle where it should be. The wings are level, we're not banking, we're maintaining 2,000 feet, and basically everything's okay right now, because if I don't have to do much. I'm giving very, very little input into the side stick just to maintain that track, just to make sure the tail of the bird stays on the blue track. Maintain that, you will maintain localizer. It's as simple as that. But always make sure you do very, very minute bank input. Generally you don't want to exceed the 10 degree markers. Very, very little input. So now I'm actually not doing much on the side stick. In fact, I'm barely touching the side stick, because the beauty of Airbus is once you get it, it will stay there. The aircraft will try to help you to stay there. So very, very tiny inputs are being placed right now just to keep the aircraft where it is, but not much is required. And pretty much we are on track. If I bring up the ILS page, you can see our localizer is right down the middle. So we're looking good here. So now that I've got my localizer, I can now start thinking about my glide slope. We did say that we need about 743 feet a minute. So I'm waiting for the glide slope. It's alive, it's coming in. I'm going to give myself flaps 2 now. And then as the glide slope comes 1 bar above, I'm going to go ahead and ask for gear down, which is happening now. Flaps 3, arm the speed brakes, get the lights on, tell the cabin crew to be seated. And still maintaining altitude, maintaining 2,000 until that glides up. So now the localizer is drifted a bit to the left. So I'm just going to give slight left and then level off just slightly to the left of the track, just to bring the localizer back in. And now as the localizer comes back and touches the yellow line in the middle, I'm going to bank to the right, bring the bird as quickly as I can back onto my track. Here we go. Now the glide slope is in the middle. Gonna start the descent. We're aiming for about 700 to 800 feet a minute. That's it. That's all we need. So I'm at 800 feet a minute, and we're pretty much maintaining that glide slope. It's slightly lower than where we should be. Gonna set the go around altitude, which is 3,000 in Dubai for runway 30 left. And now I'm just gonna little left just to line up the bird, the tail of the bird with the track, so I don't lose the localizer, and increase my descent just a little bit to catch up with the glide slope. And now I'm back to 800 feet a minute. Now it's 700. Just very tiny inputs are required. Very tiny inputs. As you can see, I can see nothing. I can't see the runway. I'm completely dependent on this. Just giving small inputs, very small inputs. Slide left just to maintain that track, and making sure that the aircraft is not banking too much. Glide slope is good. We've got 1,000 feet coming up. We're on the localizer, we're on the glide slope. Reducing to about 700 to 800 feet a minute to maintain the glide slope. Slide left just to pull that localizer back in. And around minimums, we should be able to see the runway. We're currently 800 feet above and I cannot see the runway yet. So we're 800, we're on localizer, we're on the glide slope, still no runway in sight. So the true test comes at minimums. I should be able to look out and I'll see the runway coming in. So now we're coming close to our minimums. We're just 500 feet. Flaps are full. Everything's ready for landing. And look at that. There's our runway. Just below, just about 200 feet above minimums, we got our runway. And we've maintained the localizer and the glide slope. Very small input was required. And here we go. We can now go ahead and land the aircraft. So that's how you do a raw data localizer approach. I'm just gonna go around and cancel this landing because I want to do some more exercises later. But yeah, flaps are coming up. I'm gonna get the autopilot on. Positive rate, gonna get the gear up, and we're climbing away. So that's how you do a raw data ILS approach, completely manual. It's very simple. All you got to do is focus on the bird and the track and where your localizer and glide slope is. Always keep situational awareness about you, and you will be absolutely fine. Hope you found this useful. And if you like it, please give it a like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. Thank you so much.